Hi, my name is Mark Beaman. I'm 39 years old and I live in Ukiah, California. And my best bottle moment, I've had a few, but one that really sticks out to me was actually a pretty exotic location. I was in Tanzania in East Africa. I was 1 year into my service in the Peace Corps. I was doing environmental education. And my family was coming out to visit me in my village, and I wanted to throw them a party. And my parents were coming along with my grandmother, who was 80-some years old at the time and was going to be absolutely treated like royalty, and I wanted to do a big party, something wonderful for them. So I had food set up, we did a big barbecue, we had music, we had dancing. It was an incredible setup for a pretty authentic party experience in East Africa. And it was going pretty poorly, to be quite honest. There was nobody that could speak to each other because my family only spoke English, and a lot of the village elders and a lot of my friends that were there with me in that village only speak Swahili. So there wasn't a lot of communication going on, groups kind of stayed separate from one another, and it just wasn't what I would consider to be a party, which is where people meet people, and there's interaction, and there's a lot of laughing and conversation. And so my friend Lucas finally showed up, and Lucas was actually the local wine salesman and fermenter, we'll say. And he showed up with his 5-gallon batch of honey wine, so it's called Asali over there. And as soon as he cracked that open and people started having a cup or two to themselves, the wheels started to turn. The social lubricant was applied, if you will. And people really started to interact a little bit more, and I think some words and phrases were learned, and that confidence started to brew in people with the comfort level that you get from drinking a little bit, we'll say. And it made an incredible impression on me. I thought, what an incredible job this guy has. He gets to make this product, which there's certainly science involved and a lot of thought that goes into making a product that you're proud of. And then you get to share it with people, with friends and with strangers both alike, and people get to consume that and enjoy it and think about it, talk about it. It can be an incredible icebreaker for a lot of situations. And so that stuck with me. And after my service ended, I moved back to Washington State and grew up in an agricultural area, and the wine industry had blossomed in that area in the time I was gone. I grew up around Walla Walla near the Columbia Valley, which is pretty well known for its wines. And I decided I wanted to get into it. It seemed to combine everything that I wanted in winemaking, which is agriculture, which is what I grew up in Washington, and certainly science, which I got my degree in geology and environmental studies from college, and then art, which is something that has always intrigued me. And it was this unique combination of all these different factors from that one experience and that best bottle that brought me to what I do